Hey folks, Country Prepper here. So there's been this video going around about your top 10 survival / prepping items, and I thought I'd go ahead and throw my hat in on it. If you haven't seen any of the other videos, this was started by a Canadian prepper, and then Prepared Mind 101, there was a video on it, and Tactical. So you got to go check out Tac. His was pretty entertaining. So anyway, I thought I'd, like I said, throw my hat in on it, give you my top 10 list of survival prepping items. So let's get started. So these are in no particular order. These are just the top 10 items that I would want to have with me if I were in a survival situation that I can vouch for. Things that I've used quite a bit, and I know that they're going to hold up. So with that said, you guys might think that I have my new CPSK with me, but I don't, because I haven't been out in the field with it. I don't have a lot of dirt time with it. All I've done is just mess around the house with it. It's been raining, it's muddier than hell, so I haven't been on the trail with it or anything. So, with that said, you saw this one in the last video. It's my Condor Cratalis. I have used this knife a ton, and I love it. It's a really great choice for a survival knife. One of the reasons being has the hollow pins, so you can lash it as a spear. Mic-card handles, so it's not going to slip out of your hand. Convex edge is plenty tough, and you can do some light chopping with it, things like that. So it is a good choice for a survival knife. It's just, like I said in that video, it didn't have everything that I wanted in a survival knife. So, but this is my choice for right now because I can vouch for this knife. So that's about as far as that goes. Okay, next up, you're going to want something to carry your gear in. So anytime I'm out hiking, shooting videos, things like that, I have this with me, and I've done a video on this. This is the UTG Tactical Multi-Purpose Whatever Messenger Bag. It's a really great bag. It's held up. I've been taking it out and using it for several months now, and I haven't had an issue with it yet. The zippers are all in great shape. Stitching isn't coming apart. It's just a good messenger bag if you didn't want to carry a backpack. You know, I'm not always carrying a lot of gear when I go to the woods. Like if I'm just south of here, the trail that I go to quite often, I mean, it's only a couple, maybe 3 miles around the trail, so I don't take a lot with me. So that is what I would want to have, because I'd want to be able to travel a little faster than I could with a backpack. And next up is the Baco Laplander. You know, it's a tried and true. About every bushcrafter out there has this saw. I am going to be trying out some different saws. The only other one that I've used so far is the Fiskars, and well, it was actually a kind of a clone of a Fiskars, rebranded whatever, but that was one of the first few reviews I did on this channel. So, but anyway, that's the only other one that I really have any experience with, but I have the most experience with this one, and it has held up. I've had it for, I don't know, a good year now. So I take it with me every time I go to the woods, and if you needed to make some kind of a shelter, or even just to cut down dead standing trees to get a fire going, things like that, it's a really great. Next up, of course, you're going to want a container with you, have some water with you, and if you had to, you know, if you were stuck out overnight or whatever, you'd want to be able, or even longer, you'd want to be able to boil your water. So this is the Nalgene 32-ounce campers model, I believe it's called. Backpackers model, something like that. So 32 ounces, because usually in my first aid kit I have a couple of water purification tablets, and they work for 1 liter or 32 ounces. So that's why I chose this one. Pretty simple. I think these are about 30 bucks on Amazon, so not a terribly expensive stainless steel bottle, but it's a good choice. Next up is something that I didn't see in any of the other videos on this topic, and that is some sort of sustenance. And so I'm going with these, the survival tabs. I did a quick little overview video of some sample packs that I had gotten, and about a year ago. So I've been carrying these with me quite often if I'm going out for, you know, an overnighter or anything like that. If I'm going out for a longer hike, you know, I usually take these with me. They don't fill up your belly by any means, but like Brian over at Survival on Purpose said in his review, they're better than eating bugs. So they do have a lot of nutrition value to them, and that's one of the things that I like about them. And they will take out the hunger pangs, but like I said, they ain't going to fill up your belly. But it's definitely better than nothing. Okay, I did an overnighter review of this, an overnight test of the To Go Systems Trifecta. There's a new version of this coming out, and I will be getting my hands on that, but for right now, I know this one works well, and I can vouch for it. I stayed out with a just a fleece sleeping bag and this in about 40-degree weather, and I was cozy warm with it. So my back hurt from laying on the bare ground without anything under me, but I wanted to give it a true test, and so that's why this one, I definitely would want to have this with me. This also works as a shelter, and I have some cordage in here in the bag with it. If you want to go check out those reviews, I'll leave the links to those videos in the description as well. As far as fire starting goes, nothing special. I mean, you don't have to buy this stuff, but you can. If you don't have pine in your area, I suggest going to 4directionsbushcraft.com and getting you some nice premium fatwood. This is some of the best stuff I've ever seen. It's a lot better than anything I've found around here because, well, we don't have a lot of pine trees for one, but when I do find one, I can't find anything that's real great. It has a little bit of resin in it, but nothing like this. So you know, that's the really good stuff. So that's my choice when it comes to a fire starter. Now when it comes to an ignition source or combustion source, ever since I got my hands on one of these ferro rods, it's all I carry. I do have the Light My Fire Army 2.0. I have that fire steel on my, let's see, I think it's on my BK16 sheath, but it's like a backup. It's an emergency, you know, last ditch effort. So one of these, this was on the one of the best ferro rods you could buy video. It throws some hellacious sparks, so I'll leave a link to that on eBay. That's the only place you can get these. So they are definitely worth their weight in gold, especially if you were in a survival situation. Okay, so I kind of had to count this because I always have it with me anyway, and even everyday carry, I have it with me every day, like I said, but I would want to have it in a survival situation. And of course, depending on the situation, you know, you might have to do a little hunting with it, or of course, you're not going to take down any small game with that. It'd kind of blow them apart. It's 40 caliber Smith & Wesson M&P shield. So this is my favorite firearm right at the moment. My AR-15's almost done, so I got a couple more parts coming, and I'll have that video for you guys. But still, this is lighter, and I can carry it in my bag with me, or, you know, well, if I have a knife on my hip, I carry it in my bag. If I don't, I carry it, you know, concealed. So that is definitely something I would want to have with me. All right, last but not least, I would want to have this with me because I haven't reviewed this yet. This is going to be coming up next. So this is the Phoenix PD35 TAC. This came out last year. This thing is stupid bright. I love it. It's got a ton of modes on it. It has an 18650, and I'm not going to give everything away because, like I said, doing the review on this next. But it's a really awesome flashlight. I highly recommend it. I've been using it for, I think I got it in late December, early January, something like that. And I've used it all the time ever since. It's a little big for EDC, but it's great for putting in, you know, like the bag that I was carrying. So that's usually where it stays. And like I said, I use it all the time. So really great flashlight. All right, well, that's it for today, guys. If you'd like to, you'd go ahead and leave me a comment and tell me what your top 10 list would be. Or if you make videos, go ahead and make a video. Send me a link, and because I'd love to see what else people come up with. So I think this is a pretty good list. That was I've thought about this for a couple of weeks. I've been wanting to do this video, so I put some thought into it. And one of the things, something I want to mention about the survival tabs, that is something I'll be doing. I mentioned this in a video before, but for anybody that's new to my channel, I'm going to be going out hopefully very soon for a at least 2-night stay, bug out bag test type of thing, and all I'm going to eat is the emergency and survival type of food. I'm hoping I could get by with just the survival tabs, but I'm also going to take the what are they, UST emergency food rations, the like cake bars. They taste like apple cinnamon, but they're like crumbly, really dense cake. So they don't taste too bad. If I need it, I'll have those with me just in case. So yeah, anyhow, I'll quit rambling on, and thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you check out all the links in the description box below. With the trifecta, you'll have to get that at To Go Systems, and he is taking orders on the version 2. I think he might have just gotten a batch of them in, so go check that out, and you won't be sorry. I have a couple ponchos coming up to review for them, too. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.